Okay, guys, welcome back. So, in this lesson, we're going to be going over Adobe Bridge. Uh, and we're just going to go very briefly over the interface of Adobe Bridge, what we can do with Adobe Bridge. But keep in mind, this is a beginner course. We're not going to go into all the little tiny details of Adobe Bridge. Now, if you follow the blog closely, I will have videos and discussions on just the power that is in Adobe Bridge. So, look out for that as you go through this course, and you can learn more about Adobe Bridge as we continue to post more about it. Okay, so with that said, let's get into it. In Adobe Bridge, what we have is we have our content window right here, okay? And basically, Adobe Bridge works very similarly as the Finder does on the Mac, okay? This is the Finder. If you look, we can see our downloads, Creative Cloud files, desktop, documents, and wherever I click, it'll show me what's saved there. So all of this stuff saved on my desktop, all right? Just like that, it is the same thing in Bridge, all right? If I go to desktop, there's all my stuff that is saved on my desktop, okay? And let's go to my pictures for a second. These are some of the pictures we'll be using to explain this tutorial. So a few key things to understand just about the interface and how it works. We can use this slider down here to make our thumbnails bigger or smaller. Just down here at the bottom, it's a little minus plus. You can click on the buttons instead, or click on the buttons to make it bigger and smaller, or use the slider. Doesn't matter. Any of these will change the layout of the thumbnails. Okay, I really just like this one right here with the thumbnail grid. But that's about all you need to know about that for right now. If we come up here, this little drop down right by what's the keywords, we can change the layout of Bridge right here. For example, I'll go to film strip. So I can click on this and I can go through my pictures. This works really great if you go and take a photo shoot and you bring back your pictures and you just want to browse through them. I mean, I really like the film strip. It's probably, I use this one in the essentials layout quite a bit. So, like I said, if you're doing a photo shoot and you want to show maybe your clients, hey, these are the pictures we took, blah, 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 then this is a great way to do that, okay? Let's take another look here. I'm going to go back to essentials. Right here we have our preview window, and remember that this is the way that this works is very similar to the way that Photoshop is going to work, and all Adobe products work the same way. We can pull windows out and we can put them other places. So I take my publish window and I can put it over here. I can organize this however I want. I can take my folders, I can put it over here with my publish. I can move it back. We can make this just about as personalized as we want to, okay? All right, so if we view a picture, we have this little preview right here. Now, it's not very big. We can change the size of it by you get this little icon right here with your mouse. You can click and drag it over. You can drag down here as well to make it bigger. But like I said, I really like the film strip if you want a big preview, okay? All right, so one of the coolest things we can do with Bridge, if you go ahead and press the space bar, this will open us up into a preview window, okay? And this is just the photos, and we can toggle through these with the keys, left and right keys. And so I can go through these photos, and the cool thing with this is I can go through and say, okay, I want to rate these 1 through 5, and the way that Bridge does it is there's little stars, okay? So 1 star, 2 star, all the way up to 5 stars. Now, how do I do this? Okay, so the 1 through 5 keys on the keyboard is how we rate. Let's see. Let's rate this one a 4. So I just hit the 4 key, and you can see down here in the corner, we have 4 stars for this picture. Okay, we can go through and we can rate this one. Let's rate this one a 5. Rate this one a 2, and we just do that by pressing our 1 through 5 keys. Okay, let's get out of there. You just hit escape to get out of there. A few more things I want to touch on. Over here we have keywords and metadata. Keywords, we can create new keywords with this little plus down here, but essentially we can rename these pictures and we can use keywords to be able to find them. All right, and so this becomes very useful if we're taking hundreds or thousands of pictures and need to stay organized. Okay, I will go into this in more advanced videos. We're not going to touch it in this video, but there definitely will be videos that go over this if you're interested. Okay. Same over here, we have the filter and the collections. Collections, we can create these little folder collections. They work very similar. And filters, we can do just our JPEGs. We can do our folders. Okay, and that will just show us our folders. All right, and we can sort things this way to be able to find pictures. So these are designed to be able to help us find pictures if we have hundreds or thousands of pictures that we are sorting through. Okay, it's very, very useful. Bridge is very, very useful. And as I mentioned in our intro video, Bridge, the cool thing about it is it will recognize the file type and open it in the appropriate Adobe program. For example, a JPEG by default will go into Photoshop. A Camera Raw photo, a raw image, will go into Camera Raw. AI files will go into the Adobe Illustrator, and so on and so on. This is just, it's the file manager for the Adobe programs. Okay, that is about it as far as sorting through. The last thing I want to show you with Bridge in this video, the thing that I think you should know, up here, let's say we want to open this, and I'm just going to show you how to open a picture in Camera Raw. Okay, so we go to File, we'll go to Open With, or Open in Camera Raw. And we just click Open in Camera Raw, and it will open this in Camera Raw. Now, to get a JPEG to do that, we have to go through the File menu, or we have to change the default, and I can show you that in another video when we get into a little bit more advanced courses. But for right now, if you want to open a JPEG image in Camera Raw, that's how it has to happen. Okay, and if we had a Camera Raw image, which we will in our next video, we can just double click on it and it will take us straight to Camera Raw. Okay, so that's it. Drop any questions you have in the comments, and we will see you in the next video.